Let's spend a few minutes to see what is the utility of these frequency distributions and under what scenarios can one use them. The basic use of these distributions is for one to observe how many times a particular variable value occurs in a data frame. And not only that, one can use it in many more powerful ways if they are used correctly. We have used these frequency distributions in single object variables to view their unique values, and it can also help us identify the most or the least occurring values in these object variables. When applied on multiple object variables, these distributions can help us see how their values behave in combination. That is, how the values of two variables are associated in terms of groupings, or if they follow a certain hierarchy or sub-level structure. On multiple variables, we can also use these distributions to check for the level of uniqueness or for the presence of any duplicates for a particular variable combinations. In this chapter, we are going to work on flight booking data, which has variables pertaining to bookings being made from start to end points through different airlines, and similarly we have other variables that we can work on. We can now take a look at some of the questions based on this data that these distributions can help answer. As far as finding the number of months that this data has, one can compute the year-month variable on this booking date variable, and we took a similar example in covering the topic creating new variables, and by using that year-month variable we can observe the number of unique values it has, and we can get to an answer of this question. Similarly, if one wants to know if two or more bookings have the same booking ID, one can observe the frequency distribution on this variable booking ID and look for value counts greater than 1. Once we start observing these distributions on multiple variables in combination, we can start answering more complicated questions like the one we have here, which is which cities do not have a direct flight between them. And we can reach to an answer to this question by observing the frequency distribution between the variable from and to along with the variable number of stops. And we will take this example in one of our demos. Similarly, we can get to an answer to a related question, which is which particular time slot is most preferred by business class flyers. And for this, we need to observe a distribution on variables seat class and time slot. So as a next step, let's see how we can generate more complex frequency distributions and how we can get to an answer to some of these questions.